Scout Land Company is honored to bring Chestnut Creek Farm in Toone, Tennessee to the market. This property is a true outlier. Currently, there's nothing else like it on the market in West Tennessee. The total boundary encompasses 269 acres, holding established food plots, shooting houses, ladder stands, water sources, an implement shed, a pressure washing station, a cabin, a stocked spring-fed lake, hardwood and pine timber, 300 planted chestnut trees, 150 sawtooth oaks, a custom design electric security gate, electricity, and city water. The owner of this farm developed it as a personal hunting and fishing property with his family in mind. The property has 2 gated entrances. An entrance on the southeast corner gives access to the hunter without tarnishing the trail and road systems with sound and scent. The entrance comes into the property at a high elevation and immediately leads to an implement shed and pressure washing station. From this entrance, the entire property is accessible through miles of road and trail systems. The ATV trails were developed using double the length of a dozer blade so that even the largest side-by-side vehicle can maneuver. A main road follows the highest ridge from one end to the other. The trail system connects the rest of the farm from the highest point to the lowest. As the ridge gives way to lower elevations, food plots, a pond, creeks, and a natural mix of hardwood and pine timber roll toward the lake and cabin. Food plots are currently planted in forage soybeans, chicory, and clover. The owner has prepaid the upcoming fall plots, a benefit to be passed on to the new owner. The lower elevation of the property is located on the southern edge of Toone, Tennessee, and is mostly shielded from view by a ridge. Because of its proximity to town, the owner developed a lake and a chestnut orchard as a recreational buffer between town and the primary hunting ground. The lake is nearly 7 acres with varying depths. An area designated for swimming is 34 feet deep, runs 40 yards long by 20 yards long. The remaining depths run from 14 feet to 4 feet. The lake is also fed by 7 springs, giving it refreshing, cool water. The lake is stocked with 216 shellcracker, 100 bluegill, 376 largemouth bass, 227 crappie, 76 Kentucky bass, and 100 Florida strain F1 bass. A 10-pound and a 12-pound bass were also stocked. Twice a year, 128 pounds of live crawfish are dumped in as a food source, and 3 times a year, 330 pounds of various species of minnows are also added. A metal cabin sits behind a custom security gate overlooking the lake. The cabin is currently set up as a 1-bedroom with an optional second. The blueprint calls for 2 full bathrooms, a laundry room, a kitchen, a utility room, and a large sitting area. The front porch is 40 feet long with ceiling fans and beautiful tongue and groove ceiling. Septic, city water, and electric have already been installed, and a second septic permit for a 4,500 square foot house has been approved and is valid for the next 3 years. The current owner is at a pivotal design point of construction and is intentionally pausing in order to allow the future owner to call the shots on how the cabin is finished. The cabin is surrounded by open spaces with plenty of room to add on or build additional buildings. The current owner kept the footprint of the cabin small, realizing that the future owner might want to develop their own ideas. The property could be an event center, a wedding venue, a destination Airbnb, a campground, or simply kept as is to further the recreational development. As for hunting, the new owner is walking into one of the most highly desired and unique property features a serious deer hunter would want. An owner that understands deer management and meticulously manages his deer program. The deer have been observed but not harvested for the past year. Multiple bucks call this place home. Even if they do not return to the property in the 2023-2024 season, the potential is there for the future. Being selective is paid off for this property. Where there are deer, there are usually turkeys, and this farm is no exception. There's a large turkey population holding on the farm. Call it a farm, a property, a tract, or just land, but this one is an outlier. Turnkey and truly unique, a standalone. So come take a look, schedule an appointment with Scout Land Company. For more detail, call 901-581-2363 or visit us at scoutlandsales.com. Follow us on Facebook.